You have no idea how crazy Mariah Carey's kids have become. The year is 2025, and Moroccan and Monroe are becoming teenagers. They have style, drama, and a flair that could compete with their famous mom. These two are making sure that everyone is looking at them, from their jaw-dropping fashion choices to the funny things they do on social media. But behind all the glitz and glam, their journey as teens is full of shocks, rebellions, and moments they will never forget. Let's look into the crazy lives of Mariah Carey's famous kids. The Monroe canon. There were many things that would make that day special. On April 30, 2011, Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon celebrated their third wedding anniversary. That same day, their long-awaited twins, Monroe and Moroccan, were born in Los Angeles. Carey saw the day as a big moment in both her personal and business life. Embracing a new stage of motherhood while honoring the love that has always been in her life. Carey's reps say that Monroe was the first person to arrive, and her twin brother Moroccan was right behind her. It was clear from the start that these two were more than just the kids of a famous person around the world. In both their personal and artistic lives, they lived up to Carey's legacy. In her 2020 autobiography, The Meaning of Mariah Carey, the singer shared a little-known fact about how she chose her name. She had always wanted her children to share her initials, which limited the names she could choose from to those that started with the letter M. Monica Monroe was named after the famous actress Marilyn Monroe, whose beauty and charm Carey has always admired. Monroe is her real name, but the 14-year-old girl often goes by the cute nickname Ro. A name that really shows how charming and young she is. Moroccan, on the other hand, is a name that shows how much Carey and Cannon wanted something unique and meaningful. Monroe and Moroccan quickly felt like they had a sense of identity that mixed tradition, glitz, and individuality. It might have been hard for the twins to grow up in the public eye, but Carey and Cannon have always tried to find a balance between fame and normality. Monroe in particular has already shown signs of becoming an artist like her mother. Someone named Carey said that her daughter has a beautiful voice and a great ear for music. Even so, she makes it clear that Monroe's participation is based on genuine desire, not duty. She told reporters in 2016 that I can't force her to sing, so if she wants to sing, she will. The next year, Monroe and Moroccan joined Carey on stage at a Hollywood event to sing along with her on the classic hit Always Be My Baby. This showed that Monroe was ready to use her musical skills. People all over the world fell in love with the picture of the twins performing with their mother. This showed that Carey's influence might live on in more than one way. In addition to singing, Monroe has been a good model since she was young. In July 2021, she did her first paid modeling job in an Oshkosh Bagosh promotion for Back to School. The ad, which had a cute voiceover by Carey herself, showed Monroe as a younger version of her mother. This was a playful nod to Carey's own drive as a child. Carey said of the ad, "When I was a little girl, I was determined to make my dreams come true. Now that I am a mom, it makes me so happy to see my kids see and work toward the dreams they have for themselves." Monroe's attempt at fashion showed that she might be able to create a public image different from her mother's while still taking from Carey's journey. Monroe is also known for having a great attitude and a funny sense of humor. Carey has shared a number of TikTok videos of herself and Moroccan having fun, which have made fans very happy. The twins put on a fake fashion show in one video, where they play fight along the runway and show how competitive they can be. In another, Monroe seems to be hitting high notes in a dramatic performance, but Carey cleverly reveals that her daughter was just lip-syncing to Monroe's famous songs. These looks into the twins' daily lives show how they managed to have a normal childhood while also being raised in the public eye in a unique way. They're not just the kids of a famous person. They are growing as people by developing their characters, sense of humor, and skills, but they still have the close family relationship that Carey and Cannon have built. Monroe's singing skill in particular has become interesting to both fans and the media. The young girl has a surprising grasp of rhythm, tone, and tune for someone so young, even though she is now in her teens. Carey has been getting better at what she does for decades. She seems proud and protective of Monroe, telling her to explore her skills at her own pace. Moroccan, on the other hand, adds to his sister's skills with his own unique personality. He and his sister often share the stage in fun, unplanned ways that show how well they get along. They are dealing with the difficulties of being a teenager, getting famous, and exploring their creativity at the same time. Led by parents who want to help them grow without putting too much pressure on them. As of August 2022, Nick Cannon shared a very cute video of himself and Monroe moving and lip-syncing to Emotions, one of Mariah Carey's favorite songs. Monroe and her dad were seen in the clip snuggled up in blankets and spinning around while imitating Carey's high vocal runs. Cannon put a comment on the video. "There is no better way to start the day than with our #emotions." The video showed a simple but meaningful moment of love between a father and daughter. A fun thing Monroe did every morning that shows off both her musical skills and her happy nature. Monroe had more than one person share these special times with Nick. In October 2022, Monroe and Carey had a moment where they looked like twins. Fans went crazy. The mother and daughter wore similar black outfits and styled their beautiful curls back into mini cornrows. They looked both sophisticated and carefree, like they were young girls. Carey excitedly tweeted about the event, calling it a mom and daughter hair extravaganza. The post showed how Monroe has started to dress like her mom, but she still has her own distinctive tween style. Fans were amazed at how well everything was put together, from the matched clothes to the perfect hairstyles. And it was clear that Monroe loves these chances to express herself. She enjoys being in the spotlight without feeling the pressure that comes with being a famous child. Monroe loves the Christmas season just as much as her mother does. Together with Carey, she sang "Away in a Manger" on stage in Toronto in December 2022. Showcasing not only her singing skills but also how at ease she is in front of a live crowd. Even at this early stage, Monroe has a natural stage personality that mixes seriousness with the fun that has made Carey one of the most famous performers in the world. People have said that Monroe's performance seems natural, which may be because she grew up in a home where music, performance, and happiness are all important. Monroe is, of course, also a bit naughty sometimes. In February 2023, she posted an Instagram clip with a funny lip-syncing sketch that made fun of her mom. This showed off her preteen sense of humor. Monroe was singing to Mariah Carey's hit song "It's a Wrap" in the video, but Mariah quickly grabbed the mic and cut her off, which was funny. Monroe wrote POV under the video. "It happens every time I try to practice singing, giving anyone who has tried to sound like their hero a moment to relate to. In this case, her great-grandmother." Monroe was skilled, sure of herself, and not afraid to laugh at herself, and the video did a great job of showing that. These aren't just funny or cute social media posts or videos that go popular. These things show how Monroe grew as a person and as a member of a family with a lot of music and theater roots. Monroe is creative and funny, and she is also very good at singing. She is showing early signs of being a young artist who may one day become an artist like her mother, but in her own way. Carey has said many times that she doesn't want Monroe to be a singer against her will. Instead, she pushes people to explore and speak their truth. Monroe clearly lives by this attitude when she is dancing with her dad or joking around on Instagram. She is learning how to handle the attention while keeping her fun, normal personality. Monroe looks like she will continue to grow her many talents and build her complex personality through 2025. She loves music, fashion, and humor all the same, whether she's dancing with her dad in the living room, going out with her mom in coordinated clothes, or posting funny things on social media. There are many funny moments, playful performances, and honest laughs that paint a picture of a preteen girl who is growing up with the confidence, wonder, and joy that her parents have. Monroe's story shows how a new crop of kids are born into fame but are raised with plan and care. She shows that you can carry on a family name without being overshadowed by it by combining her respect for her famous mother with your own unique personality. The silly lip syncs, stage acts, and moments between mother and daughter twins are more than just cute videos that go viral. They are small steps in Monroe's ongoing journey of discovering her personality, her talents, and her family ties. Scott Cannon from Morocco. Moroccan was born on the same day as his parents' third wedding anniversary. This was a double gift for Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon. Like Monroe, Moroccan's name has both personal and family meaning. This is in line with the MC initials custom that Carey so carefully created. The singer says that Moroccan's name came from the Moroccan-themed decorations in the top of her New York City apartment, which is a fancy place where she got engaged to Cannon. Moroccan is more than just a name. It shows history, important moments in life, and how Carey and Cannon's life story is intricately woven into the identities of their children. From the start, Moroccan has had a personality that is full of charm, fun, and interest. That became clear right away to people who follow the Cannon family on social media. Moroccan has never been afraid to show his feelings and excitement in ways that are uniquely his own, even when he was a baby. One early achievement that was shown to the world in 2017 perfectly showed how fun he was. A proud 5.5-year-old Moroccan said in an Instagram video shared by Carey, my tooth fell out and I'm so excited and so happy. I really need to show my mom. Carey wrote in the post's title, #Rockstar Locious First Tooth, to celebrate the happy event. From then on, Moroccan was always known by the nickname Rockstar, which perfectly described his friendly and lively personality. Social media has been a way for Moroccans to share their lives for a long time, giving fans a cute look into what a famous child does in their daily life. Moroccan's posts on Carey's Instagram are real and fun, whether he's having a laugh with his sister Monroe, showing off a new skill, or celebrating a big achievement. These posts show how a child grows up with parents who support his imagination and freedom of expression while also keeping him grounded in family values and everyday life. On New Year's Eve 2020, Mariah Carey shared a video of Moroccan giving a speech that was both surprisingly reflective and sure of himself. It was a memorable look into his growing personality. Moroccan, who was only 9 years old at the time of the video, talked about the year with a maturity and intelligence that belied his age. A lot of people might not have thought this year was great, but I thought it was great. Because I'd had too much good luck for too long, he said. I thought, wow, this is so good, I need a boost. Not only did Carey's fans like what he said, but they also liked how he said it, with sass and energy. The video reminded me that Moroccan isn't afraid to say what's on his mind and how he feels. He also has a natural confidence that lets him speak freely on stage, in talks, and in front of a camera. Moroccan's sense of humor has always been an important part of who he is. He often adds a funny touch to family posts and comments on social media. Nick Cannon has told many stories about his son that show how funny and naughty he can be. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight in 2020, Cannon talked about a time when he was both laughing and a little scared. Maroc had called him a cheat. My kids call me a player, which is so funny. I asked, who taught you that word? That person who talked to you? Laughed. Moroccan told his dad, you can't always be a player. This is the worst thing ever. This conversation shows how quickly Moroccan thinks and how ready he is to tease those closest to him. A trait that often reminds him of the silly way his mother laughs. Moroccan's quick sense of humor and sharp insights make him stand out from his friends, even if he lives in a house full of creative and talented people. He can look at things with a mix of sincerity and skepticism, which adds a charming quality to interviews, family movies, and everyday moments. Fans have often said nice things about how his animated facial movements and body language show that he is both smart and fun. Moroccan doesn't just act for the camera. He is responding to, watching, and making sense of the world around him. This skill has made him popular with Carey and Cannon's social media fans. In addition to being funny and smart, Moroccan has a natural sense of how to handle social situations, often combining confidence with sensitivity. Moroccan is confident and caring at the same time, which makes him likable to both people who know him well and people who only know him online. He does this when joking with his sister Monroe, talking to his parents, or hanging out with friends. This balance is especially clear in the way he interacts with Monroe as a twin. They often do silly things together for fun, like lip-syncing challenges and fashion projects. But Moroccan also often shows a caring, protective side toward his sister, which shows how mature he is along with his humor. Carey and Cannon have worked hard to help Moroccan develop their own sense of self. They have stressed how important it is to let their children become their own people. These ways of thinking are clear in Moroccan's public performances, where he is told to be himself. Moroccan has a unique sense of who he is, even when he's making family TikTok videos, sharing funny observations with his dad, or joining in on singing moments with his mom. Carey has always said that her kids can explore music, humor, fashion, and personal expression on their own time. Moroccan seemed to fully agree with this attitude. Fans have also noticed that Moroccans aren't afraid to try new things and take risks, especially when they're doing artistic things. In the movies that Carey and Cannon share, he often acts in a playful way. Whether they are lip-syncing to famous Carey songs, making up funny lines on the spot, or taking part in family skits. These times show a child who isn't afraid to make mistakes, have fun, and say everything he wants to say. As he continues to grow into a teenager, these traits will help him. Moroccan's sense of humor and natural ease make him not only a fun and interesting online presence, but also a young person learning how to handle public attention in a graceful and creative way. Moroccan's early thoughts and views, like his speech on New Year's Eve, show that he had a thoughtful, articulate, and self-aware mind as a young man. He has already shown that he can think about things, talk about how he feels, and explain complex ideas, even though he is still young. all while keeping his sassy and fun attitude. It's rare for kids his age to be so serious and funny at the same time. This shows both his natural personality and the supportive setting Carey and Cannon have created for him. By 2025, Moroccan Cannon has continued to grow up and is now a preteen and early teen who is talkative, funny, thoughtful, and sure of themselves. He is both recognizable and interesting because he has a unique mix of features: a sharp sense of humor, a desire to perform, natural charm, and an innate sense of how people interact with each other. The way he acts around Monroe, Carey, Cannon, and other people shows that he is still a young boy learning how to balance his own identity with the attention of others while also being creative and sure of himself. What do you think about Mariah Carey's twins? Please tell us what you think in the box below. We hope this video was helpful for you. Kindly click like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Glad you watched, and see you in the next film. Hi there, friends.